And welcome to today's VC Task Force, Gary's Picks for Investors and Startups. My name is Joel Rosenberg, Director of Business Development for VC Task Force. VC Task Force is an organization where the venture community comes together to address critical issues and host workshops and other events for the benefit of the venture and entrepreneurial communities. You may ask questions during the event, and time permitting, they will be answered live after today's interview. It is my pleasure to welcome Gary's Picks host, Gary Fowler. Gary is CEO and co-founder of GSD Venture Studios, an award-winning growth stage AI venture studio. Gary is also co-founder of the award-winning AI startup, Yva.ai, as well as the investment firm, DY Investments. Today, Gary will be interviewing special guest, Blake Bell, founder and CEO of Text Penguin. Text Penguin aims to recover abandoned email e-commerce shopping carts 4 times better than simple email. Blake's drive and passion for innovation has earned him a reputation as a leading brand creator and social media influencer. He has also co-founded MindCleanse, an iOS app that quickly conquered the B2C sleep market. Blake cut his teeth in marketing, leading the consulting firms Beach Social and Cult Following, with a unique blend of business acumen and influencer marketing knowledge. Under Blake's guidance, Beach Social's @MemQueen Instagram account exploded to more than 6 million followers. His marketing firm served large companies including Burger King, AOL, Tinder, and Match.com. Blake is a native of Newport Beach, California, and is marrying fellow Instagram influencer Riley Beek in February. Very exciting indeed. Take it away, Gary.
Thanks, Joel. It's great to be here again, and I'd like to thank the entire VC Task Force team for making Gary's Picks possible. Look forward to it. Thank you, June. Thank you, Joel, and the entire team. Blake, it's great to have you here today.
Hey, it's great to be here.
So as I was looking down through your profile, I remember I think you said you had some military experience too, correct?
Yeah, so when I was 18, I joined the Army and I served for 6 years. And I attended college at LSU, go Tigers, and served in the Louisiana National Guard. And so, yeah, the military was a great experience for me, and it taught me a lot.
No, well, thanks for your service. It's great to have you here today. So tell me a little bit. I love the logo, by the way, the Text Penguin. So I'd like to talk to my audience a little bit about Text Penguin and why you decided to go after those that particular situation. So where is Text Penguin today, and how did you come up with Text Penguin, by the way, to go after abandoned shopping carts? Because if I think Text Penguin, I think it's something totally different. I think you're like in document management.
All right. Well, first of all, Joel, thanks for the introduction. My wedding actually got postponed from February to May because of COVID. So it's all good. So yeah, Text Penguin is a concierge service for online stores that helps them make more sales and improves the customer experience. We help customers complete their purchases using text message. So a little bit about our process. When a customer is shopping online and they add an item to their cart and they get to the checkout, and for whatever reason, they decide to not complete their checkout, that's called an abandoned cart. So right now, the industry standard is that sometime later that day or in the next week, they get an email asking them to return and complete their purchase. So using email, this recovers abandoned carts about 4% of the time. And the way Text Penguin is different is one of our agents sends them a unique text message after abandoning their cart, and the agent answers any questions they might have and helps the customer complete the purchase. And so email recovers around 4%, and we're recovering around 16 to 20%.
No, that's great. Now, do people get a little nervous when they get a phone call that says, "Let me tell you about your abandoned cart. We know what's happening here"?
There's a few. It's a small percentage. It's mostly like they're pretty happy, like an actual person is talking to them. And it's a great way for them to get their questions answered quickly. And it's a lot easier to text with someone than it is to like go back to a website and like chat with a customer service representative. So our customers are the customers of the stores we work with are quite happy.
So can they go down through with the text message? Can they go to their cart directly and make the purchase through the text message or not? How is
Yeah.
it set?
Yeah, so we'll link them back to their cart with their product in it, and then so they just they automatically they can complete the purchase pretty easily.
Oh, that's great. And so what are your goals? Where do you see this in another 3 years? Where do you want to go with Text Penguin?
Well, I think we've proven that people really like text message and they like the human aspect of it. And I think there's a lot more we can do besides abandoned carts. So we want to like obviously grow on a shorter term, grow within the United States, longer term, work with more countries and integrate with WhatsApp, because a lot of countries outside the US are on WhatsApp. And we think this can go global. And we think this is, we think the future of text message marketing is a concierge service.
Oh, interesting. So so tell me a little bit about, I like the name, by the way, Beach Social and Cults Following. So what, I know Cult Following, but tell me about how are they tied in together or are they separate?
Yeah, they're tied in together. They're both like to help you build their following. And with Beach Social specifically, that's an Instagram following. And so I live in Newport Beach. I open my front door, I live right by the beach. And so thought it was a good name for us. And so, yeah, we help brands build their Instagram followings. We've built quite a significant following. So we understand like how to connect with people. And so we've been so successful with comedy and funny videos and memes. And so we've worked with brands on improving their following, and we've had some success.
Now, is Beach Social and Cult Following one and the same?
Yes. So they are, they operate, they work with different clients, but they are one of the same. Different types of clients.
And how do you manage your time? Because you've got that and you've got Text Penguin. How do you manage, what's time management like? How is it hard, or how do you really juggle things?
Well, I think, I like to work, and my partner works a lot too. And so he's my neighbor, and we have an office set up, and we're putting a lot of time into this. We obviously with startups, especially at the beginning, like they are a lot of work. And so, but it's nice to have a partner that's so dedicated as well. And so we're working often late into the night, Monday through Friday, and then we're working weekends as well. So we're putting a lot of time, and we're trying to create just an awesome company.
No, it's great. I mean, that's what it's all about when you're doing a startup. You got to do all. I read one of the companies, and I don't remember who it was actually doing Cheerios boxes and put Obama's face on it, and to be able to keep the money coming in while and I don't remember it's Twitter or which company it was, but it's amazing. And those are the kind of things I remember. Stuart Butterfield from Slack was at Stanford. I had a chance to talk to him, and he said, listen, I had no choice. I had to go from, what we were doing, these games thing we were doing didn't work. And we had this tool, Slack, right? We made it for internal use. We decided we sell that. So now look at it. So it's so if you look at it, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to raise money now, or where are you in terms of the fundraising and sales? What's next?
Yeah, I think we're focused on getting more customers, and we're also focused on looking for partnerships where we could help another company with a product that might fit our customer database. And so not so much focus on raising money, but we're focused on getting those partnerships and using that to get some rapid growth.
What kind of partners? If we have a lot of listeners out there today, what kind of partners, what's the type of partner you're looking for? You know, how big of a company, that kind of thing. And we'll see who's out there, see who might respond.
Oh, great. Yeah. So we work with Shopify stores, and most of them are pretty popular brands, and they have higher value products. So products over about they're about $60 to $200. And so that's our sweet spot. And so, you know, we're looking for partners to make referrals, and we're happy to reciprocate. So,
like, what kind of products exactly? So if they're listening, you know, they can say, we're between $60 and $200. What companies would be like, what products? Shoes, or, I mean, what exactly? What?
Yeah, so we have a wide variety of different products. And so that's been helpful for us as a new company, because our agents have adapted, and we've learned to sell a wide variety of products. And so we have a luggage brand, we have a hair care brand. Most of our products are like have a female audience. And then we also have a cocktail delivery brand we work with.
Oh, great. And what about international brands? Are you interested in international brands?
I think we're primarily interested in brands within the US and Canada, because that's where our product is working the best. And I think for international brands, that's where we're going to have to build out our product and integrate with WhatsApp, because a lot of the feedback we've gotten for like countries that are not, or outside of the US and Canada, they're all on WhatsApp. So that time will come, but so right now focused on US brands.
Interesting. So, so your marketing firm work with companies like Tinder, with Burger King, I believe, some large brands. How did you do it? Tell us about that entrepreneurial journey. How did you go out and actually find the customers? So if you go out to a Tinder or a Burger King in Miami, right? How did you put the deal together? How does it work?
Yeah, I think we got lucky in a lot, because we have a large following. We have a lot of people reaching out to us. And so we have a following that's larger than almost all of these brands. And so they're interested in our process and how to get people interested in their brand. And it's a lot of companies are focused on posting like just advertisements for every post. But if you create like an actual brand with memes and funny videos and comedy, people will follow you because they like your content, not just your product. And then in return, they'll buy and use your product because they think you're an awesome company.
How many followers do you have now?
So we have 6 million followers, and we've been doing it for a while. And then we're always looking at creating new pages and stuff like that.
So if you got 6 million followers, so in fact, my daughter, she's got about 100,000, somewhere around 100,000 now.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I got to get it up. I got to get up. She's, how do you do that? So what's the secret sauce behind doing it? How did you go from 0 to 100,000 to 250? How does it work?
Yeah, I think the process, first of all, there's no perfect recipe, but I think the process is quite similar to all sorts of startups. Like it's, you put out content, you put out content consistently, and a lot of it's trial and error. It's like, okay, do people like this content? Am I growing followers? No, I'm not. So why don't I shift to another type of content and try that? And then I can also look at what other people are doing to have success. Mm-hmm. And so it's just a lot of trial and error and consistency. And so the reason we were so successful is it was the time where Vine, the video app that was owned by Twitter, Twitter like took it offline. And so people were looking for like a new place to watch videos, and Instagram had just introduced videos. And so, and this was a while ago, so this recipe would not work today. But we started posting lots of funny content, and we figured out the specific content that our audience wanted, and we were able to grow really fast. And so we took advantage of the time, and it was great.
Now, how do you get the content? So you keep saying funny content. Give me an example. It's really interesting for me. So what do people say that is really funny? And how long is it? What's it look like?
Well, a lot of this content is submitted to us. So that's great once you have a following, because you don't have to go out and look for it that much. It's literally coming to you. But there's especially with TikTok now, like there's so much video content on the internet, and there's all sorts of like content that we post on our page might engage really well with our audience, but it might not engage with like an older audience. So it's just we really know our brand, and we really know what our people want, and so we're able to like find that content of the trends that they're into. And so yeah, so it works really well. There's no specific specific manual for it. It's just like when you do it long enough, you just understand what your audience wants.
And so when you do it, how do you know what they want? Let's say, you go through a genre. Is it because you get more views on that particular thing, and then you understand that particular video and you say, this is it, I'm going to focus on this for a little bit and go down this road?
I think it goes back to like the trial and error. And when you post something and it gets tons of views, tons of likes, and you gain followers, and your audience is happy about it, then you're kind of like, okay, like you look for the things in that video that people might have liked, and then you expand on that. And so if there was, for example, like a funny cat trend going on, like cats wearing socks, and your audience loved that, and you're like, okay, well now I know, I post more cats and socks and stuff like that. So.
Wow, I like it. Keep it simple, stupid. I like that. That's interesting. Now, how did you go from 3 million to 6 million? Where did you ever plateau in terms of number of viewers and say we can't really go beyond a certain point, or likes? How does it work? How do you get from 3 to 6, and does it grow very quickly and then slow down? How does it work? It's interesting.
Yeah, I think trends are always changing, and so you're always looking for the new trend, and sometimes Instagram might change their algorithm, and it might actually like allow you to not grow very quickly. And so we've had, it's definitely been, I wouldn't say a roller coaster experience, because we haven't gone down, but there are the plateaus of like, I think we got to 2 million really fast, and then it slowed down. And about 6 months later, Instagram changed their algorithm, and we figured out how to take advantage of that. And we just said now is the time, and we got to go all in, and we grew like 1 million followers in a few months. So it's,
wow, that's amazing.
So
how did you do that? How did you know, Blake, that was the moment? What was the point that you, because I'm sure a lot of my viewers that are out there today will be interested. What's the point where you understand that this is the exactly time that I got to go all in, as you said?
Yeah, I think it's just paying attention to the competition, and it's like, wow, hey, that guy, it looks like he's doing this, and this, and it's public information online to like see how quickly somebody's growing, and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do that 3 times better, and I'm going to grow even faster, and my brand is going to like explode. So.
Yeah, that's great. So let's go back to Text Penguin. So if you're looking for, who are you looking for today that might be out there listening that could be a potential partner? Is there anybody in particular, if you say your top 10 list, who are 5 groups just in general, right? That could be interesting for you today that you don't have or want to expand to?
Yeah, so I would say first group, we're definitely looking for e-commerce stores. And so if you own an e-commerce store, we'd love to connect and let you know how we can do great for your store. Second, there's a lot of agencies that work for these stores, and they recommend software, and so those are phenomenal partnerships. The next one would be there's affiliate networks that work with stores, or if you're a company that sells a product like we do, and you want access to our customers in exchange for referrals to yours, I think that we could make a great partnership.
Okay. Okay. So companies like yours that's great. So e-commerce stores, agencies, and affiliates, and then people that want to partner to be able to share in the opportunities and success.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So you said you're going to be getting married in May?
Yeah, getting married in May. So my fiance and I have been dating for 11 years, and we started dating in high school. And we also we work on the business together, and she has 160,000 followers for herself, and she's very creative, and it's a very, very good partnership, not only our relationship, but in business as well. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, my daughter just texted me. She just said that there's a little less than 100,000. So she's less than 100,000, but growing. So anyhow, I stand corrected.
Okay.
That's great. And what do you think in terms of the future? So it is a big problem with abandoned carts. I know I just went through it myself. I bought a new Mac and desktop, and I didn't fill out the cart right away. And then I got a note. I just got an email saying, "Oh, did you miss us?" Et cetera. So it's a challenge because part of it is we're so inundated with information. Blake, look at all the information around us. How many emails you get every day? How many text messages do you get? Look at Slack, Google Drive, WhatsApp, Telegram, WeChat. It's crazy. We are inundated. Alvin Toffler said in his book, Future Suck, many years ago, we're in a state of infobesity. It's incredible. So having technologies just like yours that can make that experience better for the individual and more, I call it hyper personalized. So it comes right out to them. This is where it is. And what I like about it is on one side, you're using real people to generate the text messages today, right?
Yeah. And so there's two main things why our customers love us and why I think we're embracing the future. So the first one is because we have humans actually sending the text individually, we're not going to be regulated like automated text message marketing services. So you have to opt in for them to be able to text you. So they're quite limited on who they can text, but we can text anyone because we're sending messages individually. And so we saw in 2020 with the election that a lot of political campaigns were taking advantage of this. So now I think it's time to take advantage of it to make more sales for your store. So I think the future of text message marketing is going to be far more regulated than it is now. Mm-hmm. The carriers like T-Mobile are starting to build their own regulations. And so I think we're regulation proof, and we're going to benefit from the regulations that are going to come in the future.
Yeah. Well, what about, if you look at artificial intelligence, right? We could look at a cart and send a message on very personalized based on the cart using semi-supervised or unsupervised AI. So the next level of this thing, are you looking at that? Are you looking at integrating artificial intelligence?
Yeah. So we have integrated artificial intelligence. And so it gives suggestions to our agents, like the best possible answers based on the question. And so but it still has that human touch where an agent can add in emojis or can tweak the answer to make it like just perfect. And so we just really want to have that that human element. And so that goes to my second point of why our customers love us is so we're building software to enable two-way conversation at scale. And so the year 2020 happened and everybody's shopping online. So there are online stores, there's people that prefer to shop in person in stores, and they're not able to do that. And they liked the human effect of somebody actually helping them in the store. And so that's why our customers are the stores we work with are just really excited that we are actually texting their customers, and they feel like it brings like that human touch that's missing on the online stores.
That sounds great. So we're wrapping up the top of the hour. So Blake, in terms of, we have a lot of startups and entrepreneurs out there, and you've had some great success. Congratulations on Text Penguin. It sounds like you're on the right, well down the path on the journey. It's great. What would advice, so if you look at three things, what three things would you say to startup entrepreneurs that are out there today that's really helped you tackle some of the difficult times that I'm sure you've experienced, and what makes them, what's the right thing to do from your perspective to build a successful company?
Yeah, I think the number one thing is finding the right mentors. And there's people like yourself that have a lot more experience and can help you, because you might have a great idea, but you just don't know how to take it to market, and you don't, and there's a lot of things about raising money that you don't understand. And then the other thing is joining an accelerator is extremely helpful, an accelerator like GSD Labs. And that's, it's going to make your life so much easier in terms of raising capital and understanding how to speak to investors. And so I think those are the most important things. Oh, and then also finding good partners and figuring out, what type of partner is the best for you, and trusting that person. So.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. That's great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Blake. And I'd like to thank you, Joel. I'd like to thank June and the rest of the VC Task Force team for once again making Gary's Picks possible. It's great to be able to convey the messages around the world and to let people know that there's hope and opportunities. And remember, it's about getting stuff done. Move forward. Don't think about the negative. Focus on the positive and get it done. So, Joel, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Blake, it was really a very insightful discussion today. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your experience. I'm sure it's very helpful for our audience. And Gary, thank you. I just want to wish both of you and our entire audience a very healthy and happy holidays. Everybody should be safe. This is great. This concludes our first season, our first year of Gary's Picks, and we look forward to continuing into the new year as well. So happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays. Take care of yourself and look forward to next year too. We'll get them. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye, Gary. Thank
Bye.
you.